here to do a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Mutual Energy Check. Thank you for joining us. And if you're new or returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. It does help the channel grow as well as helps me pick up on the energy. Keep in mind on the Instagram, I do have a 100 subscriber giveaway. If we do not reach it, we do not give away. But information is in the description box on the About section of the page. We're going to go ahead and get started with some oracle cards for the counterparts. For masculine, we have complicated. Maybe seeing his life is complicated, going through some complications, underlying energy, trying to take a risk, complicated, surrounding a risk he's thinking about taking, contemplating taking. We have the complication, things looking beautiful and, put together, but as you closer look to the details, things are more intricate and complicated the closer you look. Mutual energy, we have listening. Says darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always bring good. So you guys are listening to what's being put forth in front of you, to yourselves, to the counterparts. Changing the way you listen. Opening up to hearing things that aren't said. Listening to the unspoken. Alright. For feminine. That's too many. One more for feminine, please. High Priestess of Earth. Fulfillment underneath the deck. Getting a sense of becoming more grounded, listening to our intuition to become more stable. Could be in abundance, a level of abundance there in financial stability. Let's see what this is about. And these all could be suggestions, information on what to do. Opening up to hearing each other out, listening intently. Being things is complicated, understanding the complication in the situation, and with feminine, the High Priestess are suggesting to ground oneself and become a little bit more stable, or pay attention to finances or follow your intuition towards financial stability, right? We'll see what the cards say. All right, masculine, how are we feeling today? Waiting, complicated. It could be travel, distance, waiting for ships to arrive, an arrival from a long distance, to heal, waiting for hope, waiting for a healing, waiting for getting a sense of wish granted, some type of achievement, balancing out. All right, masculine. say conflict, taking a risk. There's conflict, competition surrounding a new beginning, a leap of faith. He is masculine's in the energy of having to struggle to do so, to take that risk. Being patient with the Three of Wands. There's the energy of looking at a distance and wishing, but having that conflict to do so. Things are complicated. That's a part of that conflict. One more. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and then the King of Pentacles. So if we're saying this is solely bottom of the deck, the King of Cups, all of this is because of his emotions, his feelings, his deep feelings that he keeps hidden, right? So the Queen of Pentacles would be taking care of oneself, being stable, nurturing, caring. Financially, okay. Queen of Pentacles, right? And the King of Wands would be taking action to become the King of Pentacles here, circling around. Queen of Pentacles, taking care of oneself, getting stable, getting grounded, to take action, to take leadership, ownership, to take that drive, that forward movement. Aries energy here with the Fool card and the King of Wands. Aries energy with the Five of Wands as well. The Queen of Pentacles with the King of Wands is nurturing and taking care of oneself to take action. It's complicated because we have to be stable and grounded on our own. We have to be independent and reliable and loyal as the King of Pentacles. We have to take care of our responsibilities. We have to be that grounded one, the one who takes care of everyone financially as well, which is why we have the King and Queen of Pentacles, because we have to take care of ourselves as well as everybody else, because the Queen of Pentacles takes care of themselves. The King of Pentacles is the head, the leader, the head, the entrepreneur, the businessman, the stable, successful one, right? Takes care of everybody else. The King of Wands takes action, takes leadership, takes control, right? Knows when to move, knows when to take action, knows exactly when to stop as well, when not to take action. That's why he is the king. Can be stable to make this romantic offer, romantic gesture, proposal, a message of love, incoming offer. But underneath the deck, we did have the king. So he's presenting as a knight, but there's an underlying energy of the king. To put in some work. Yes, a romantic offer to put in some work for stability. It also tells me that in order to do so, he may be more focused on work to make that offer, to make that, that romantic proposal, that emotional gesture. It could be a date. It could be, a meeting up. It could be just a simple seduction on the emotional level. Excuse me. But nonetheless, putting in that work, paying attention to the details to make it happen. All right, feminine, how we doing today? I feel like she's thinking about her long-term stability and success, her achievements, and looking at things in a different manner. She's not taking any action. She's in the energy of reflection and gaining insight, becoming more enlightened. The hangman comes with perception, and it typically had a previous view of things until they become suspended and looking at things in a different way, upside down. All right, feminine. Her heartbreak is being illuminated. I think she's looking at her long term success and a little heartbroken over her achievement, her like being shown on that heartbreak as well. There is an energy of sorrow surrounding that, as well as it being shown to her with her being in hangman in the position of not moving, not taking action. She's becoming, I guess, even still following the intuition for long term stability. Let's see. She's still heartbreak. The King of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. So even still, we have the heartbreak being illuminated. She is heartbroken. She's looking at things differently about long term stability and success. There's an energy of um, a change in her choice in love, her choices in love, a transition, a transformation in her choices in love. There's also been an ending to a connection for feminine, and it doesn't have to be in the manner of, oh, I want you out of my life. It could be just simply an ending. It does not work. It does not make me stable. My heartbreak has been shown to me. However, I'm putting some endings and making, choices in love, which again has me stuck in my head. So we're getting more stagnant energy from feminine, and it's okay. We just got to get grounded and rooted in our own energy to get that movement going, and we don't have to rush ourselves. Holding back, pulling back energy, withdrawn, keeping things into oneself. So feminine may not be expressing much. Feminine may be shedding a little light on what took place. Just getting that insight, because when we process what took place, what happened, what did we learn, what did we feel, what did we contribute to the situation to make it go that way, we have to put it into certain choices we make in love. There you go. Holding back your energy, moving forward to shift your fate in a positive direction. There we go, feminine. And it's an energy of, oh, I gotta make some changes. I didn't like how that went down. I have to. The heartbreak was eliminated, right? The sorrow, the light was shined on it. And this is outward. This is outwardly. We're going through a death and a rebirth in love, and some choices that were made in love. We're putting an end to some choices in love. We're going through transformation in this connection. The death of this connection, the death and rebirth of this connection, it could be so many different ways, all for your own fulfillment, right? Didn't we come back to this? Kind of came full circle, didn't it? Fulfillment. All right. Mutual energy. Listening. What are we listening to? Ace of Wands. The spark of creativity. The Ace of Wands gives me the energy of getting things started, lighting that match. Listening to what? Getting things start lighting that match for the connection, the relationship, right? Mutual energy. Observing, watching, getting more information, getting impatient, not going with the flow as well. It could be unhealed, it could be immature communication, it could be listening to the information that you've gathered along the way, and where there was a lack of balance, where there was a lack of harmony, because temperance would be, balancing things out where it's just right, hot and cold. It's a perfect temperature. You ever ran bath water and got in and it instantly burned your feet, and you add cold water before you even continue any further, but then you let the cold water run for too long, then you get in there and the bath isn't even warm at all. So getting the information about the lack of temperance, the lack of harmony and equal balance between, good and bad. The fears, the doubts, the worries, the anxiety it caused, the deception that you went through. Self-love was there, deceptive, wanting a new beginning, having deep emotions, weighing options, juggling, trying to figure out how to open up to give and receive love, walk away from emotional baggage for equal give and take, so you guys can be triumphant and victorious. There it goes. So there was a walking away, listening to the walking away from emotional baggage, people, places, and things that no longer serve, walking on to something better, to your own fulfillment. Because typically, like I say, when you walk away with the 8 of Cups, you walk away to the 9 of Cups. And from the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups is more on a selfish note. It is self-indulgent. It is overdoing it. It is to please and fulfill oneself. However, it is a celebration and it is fulfilling your own wishes. But the 8 of Cups, you got to walk away from those things in order to reach that. You cannot take those with you. And I believe that was the 6 of Wands. Oh, bear with me. 6 of Swords. Yeah, walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve. Moving on to calmer waters. Dropping that emotional baggage to move on, to move away from those things that were so turbulent and horrible. Taking action. Taking control. Knight of Swords. more for mutual energy. There's a lack of patience here, lack of going with the flow, going against the grain, I believe we say. Yeah, swift forward action, wanting to communicate, riding in with the message to take messages, communication, riding in, fast communication, being delivered swiftly back and forth, and exchange of energy, equal give and take, balance, fairness, being generous is causing you guys to be nervous, doubts, fears, and worries. So again, that goes back to what it says on this card. Darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always bring good. So what you guys already know, what you guys have observed, that there was a lack of harmony and peace. That's what you've observed, which is why you walked away from calmer waters to move away. So we got to know what was underneath that. We have to understand and begin to listen to what was underneath the walking away. Because it was mutual. It was a mutual walking away. It's a mutual moving on to calmer waters, wanting to balance out those, disharmonious times. Wanting to exchange that energy and communicate, be reciprocal. But even behind all of that, there's doubts, fears, and worries. So let's clarify. I mean, the feelings for masculine is there. I feel like he's just kind of biding his time. He's having conflict surrounding taking that risk, taking that leap of faith. Some of that may come from a mother energy or a father energy. But again, that has no bearing on what he's wanting to do. Things are complicated. There are a lot of players here for masculine. If we are talking about outside energies, but we like to focus on the individual, not the circumstance. One more should be able to clarify. And I'm getting the sense of spilt emotions. Before I got started, there was a wet spot on the table. It kind of dried up, but I mean, literally, the water jumped out, and it was on the table. So, it's symbolic of my emotions being spilled. Water would be cups. Cups would be emotions. Oh, okay. Three of Wands. Let's clarify that. Clarify Three of Wands for masculine. Waiting, feeling like things keep happening over and over again. It's destined to happen, destined to take place. To heal, to be at pause. It's supposed to heal, supposed to be at pause. What's the the star? Clarifying the star would be the Four of Fire. Four of Fire is that ready for action, ready to take charge. The star, to clarify the star, it's, his wish fulfillment. Internally, he's ready to take action. He's wanting to go. He's ready. He has his armor on, his spear in his hand. He's like, internally it's there, but also things keep happening over and over again, which is what we have to heal from. So it's that may explain a lot of that conflict. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. Coming out of deception, no longer deceiving. What was seen may not have been what was. Give me one more for the Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands once more, please. Thank you. Clarify the Five of Wands once more, please. One more. Coming out of self-deception, and then this would be the Maiden of Water, which would equate to the Knight of Cups again. Coming out of deception, wanting to set their emotions free, splash around, kind of see what's out there, exploring emotionally. And taking a leap of faith, starting a new cycle and a new journey. These are kind of the same gesture, just a little bit. Say he's ready for action. He's wanting to get things started. I feel like a part of that would be that complication. Give me one more for the Fool. Yeah, new cycle and collaboration, building, working together. It is that Three of Pentacles, Three of Earth energy. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. By the Queen of Pentacles. Whoa. And I tried to catch it and still dropped it. Elemental, the Magician, creating, taking care of oneself with the Queen of Pentacles. That Magician energy is that manifestation, creating, bringing life. Keep in mind the Queen of Pentacles is the mother. She gives birth, she gives life to things. She's stable in her own right. If, you give her pentacles, she's going to make 15 out of it, That's, again, what magicians do. And that could be the energy in the light of what he is seeing. For feminine, but I feel like this would be more masculine's energy. Clarify the King of Fire. The King of Wands would be the Crone of Fire. Controlling the fire, controlling what, again, and I think I'm touched on this. The King of Wands knows when to take action and when not to take action. He has control over that. And externally, he's taking action. Internally, he knows when to blow that candle out, blow out the fire. He's controlling that from the inside. So again, that's the Three of Wands. Feeling like things keep happening over and over again, or things keep happening or are destined to happen, which is having him at a pause. But he's ready, he's healed and hoping and ready to take action, wanting to take that leap of faith, get a new cycle started, collaborate, come back together, right? What's the King of Pentacles? Give me one more for the King of Pentacles. There's the Three of Water. That's harmony, reunion, harmony. Three of Cups, reuniting, harmonizing, coming back together, celebrating. And then we have this here, a star, which would be Temperance. But it came out in the reverse, just as it did in mutual energy. Getting a little impatient there. Might be a slight imbalance, but outwardly showing patience. Outwardly showing stability. Goodness. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Feel like we're still waiting, feeling like things are complicated. And I think that has something to do tying with the emotions, but yeah. See, it's stable. There's a star. Okay. So we have the Knight of Cups wanting to make that romantic gesture, offer, maybe flirting, but internally wants to be loyal to his wishes, stable and grounded to achieve his wishes, becoming more grounded in doing more healing as well. So, he may be feeling a little impatient because of the healing process, his wishes and what he's trying to manifest, what he's trying to give birth to. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. What are we working on? Eight of Pentacles, please. Eight of Earth. Working outward, working inward. I don't. I feel like masculine needs a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot of work, but in order to become grounded and stable, King of Pentacles inside and out, becoming more stable inside and out, financially, internally, emotionally, just it within his own skin, right? Doing that healing, doing that pause, that betrayal, the backstabbing keeps happening over and over again for him. Feeling like it's supposed to happen until he heals. I think he has an understanding. Things are complicated. He's wanting to start building up from that, wanting to start from scratch, to build up and get a new cycle started, and just collaborate, stop being so deceptive, having conflict, coming out of deceptive energy and setting those emotions free. Controlling what he does, controlling himself inside and out. The King of Wands has control inside and out. Now again, could be very attractive, could be very domineering and passionate. Maybe overly sexualized sometimes too, but it's the energy of knowing when to control it, when to take action, and when to draw it back. So I feel like that's awesome because we have that in the upright. We have both Kings of Wands and Pentacles in the upright. None of the court cards came out in reverse, which tells me he's on his way of gaining more control and stability of the actions he takes and himself on the inside and out. Let's clarify Ten of Pentacles for feminine. Feeling like things are balancing out, feeling like the stars are aligning. The Six of Earth and the Ten of Fire in this deck. The Six of Earth would be, getting things equal. Trying to find the balance so the stars can align. Getting that perspective on if I look at things differently, long-term stability appears a different way. Because what I've been told or what I've seen long-term stability and success look like, there was an imbalance and the stars was not aligned. But feeling like, things have to be balanced and, divine timing, right? Hangman, looking at things different at a crossroads, looking at which way to go. We have to stop sometimes and not always chase what we want, what we're looking for, what we're trying to achieve or accomplish, or even what we're chasing down. We gotta stop and look, which direction do I want to take this? It doesn't mean you won't get it. It means that we have to stop and look at things objectively. We have to, give to the situation the attention that it needs. When we rush and move things forward without even observing it or analyzing it or gaining, perspective from more than one angle, we tend to lose sight. But in this manner, feminine's in the mix of which way do I go with this now? Underlying energy, taking a risk. It is a risk for her to stay stagnant. It is a risk. However, choosing either direction is a risk. Clarify the Three of Swords, Six of Swords. Kind of heartbroken, but still moving on to calmer waters from that. And awe at a pause. Clarify the Three of Swords one more time. Yeah, moving on to calmer waters, chasing that, being attractive, taking control of her desires, her burning energy, that flame that she controls, right? Moving on to that, because now we have the King and Queen of Wands. We had the King and Queen of Pentacles. Now we have the King and Queen of Wands. Clarify the Sun. Why the Sun come out? The deep feelings. The deep feelings that she is holding back. She had to move on from that and control her desires because of the deep feelings. Yes, holding back her emotions to avoid destruction. Because I think she had to look at things differently because things were not aligned, things were not balanced. She was at a crossroads. She had to figure out which way she was going to go. She had to become stagnant in order to figure out which direction to travel. She held her whole, there's emotions being held back to avoid things from crashing down. Clarify the Death. Hangman. Crown of Air. See, the stagnation with this is the Hangman again, and then this is the King of Swords. So, the death, the rebirth, the change, the transformation, all the while to look at things from different perspective and, close the book on some things. Decide, making a decision to analyze and choose which way her mindset went. Because she could look at things in a negative perspective, or we could have expressed our emotions here. But I feel like part of that Sun is her being happy. She withheld her feelings because she avoided a major tower moment. Within doing so, yeah, it kind of hurt. Yeah, she had to move on and control her desires. However, it's the energy of I'm happy I did that because I avoided so much more damage that I didn't want to take on. I had to get a different perspective on my thinking. That's the death and the rebirth there. Clarify the Lovers. A choice in love. Making a choice in love. And this is to you know what? Let me see. Let's go by the book. Yeah, wait. Let's see. That one's not coming upside down for me yet, so I want to see. Peer pressure, ignoring your own heart, following the crowd. So, making a choice in love. Peer pressure, ignoring your own heart, following the crowd. Some of that may have been outside influences, feminine. Let's get one more. To wait. Let's talk about it. Being selfish. Give me one more. Pouring into yourself. 9 of Cups. And in your ego. Okay, I think a lot of that was just to lift yourself up a little bit emotionally. She may be feeling like there was an avoidance of some chaos, but there was also an ego stroke within that choice in love. So, feminine, let's look at why we made those decisions we made. Again, we got to go back and look at our hands we played into certain situations. At a crossroads, do we listen to our ego? Do we follow the crowd? The choice in love. The choices we made in love, is it following what the societal norm is? Is it us being selfish? Is it us being in our ego or having conflict and strife? Or pouring into yourself is causing conflict. So let's look at that. What's the 8 of Swords? Yeah, stuck in your head about this ending, the transition from the old way to the new way, making decisions, holding back to getting to receive messages, holding back your inner energy to see which way things swing, to get messages, get internal. We're stuck in our head about the ending or transition from the old way to the new way, but we can always look at things in a manner of, is it easier to just go along, or is it easier to take control? Is it an automatic response to take control, or is it just the best thing in the situation to let things unfold naturally? So again, we're looking at things and seeing which way it shifts and getting messages along the way, opening up to get those little downloads and those things on the inside. And a lot of that comes from grounding oneself. The Chariot, healing, full of water, healing long-term stability. Healing for long-term stability. Move forward and heal for long-term success and stability. Clarify the will. To clarify the will, repeated clarification is the will. Turning things around internally and externally for the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Water here, having each other's back. Not knowing what's out there, but still having each other's back. Yep, Ace of Wands, still persevering, still pushing forward. Clarify the Two of Cups. Justice, making it fair, making it balanced. Feeling like the relationship is karma or karmic and just trying to get on stable ground. I think a lot of that will come to perception as well, which draws my attention to the Nine of Swords. Now doubts, fears, worries. It's, the Temperance in reverse. Not being really healed. Not being very patient. Trying to balance things out. Getting on stable ground here. Getting on solid footing. Clarify the Page of Swords. Watching, stalking. Gathering information. Yeah. Being illuminated, shining light on things, on your happiness, watching how your happiness changes, preparing for the future, looking at what made you happy, walking away from people, places, and things. You guys were quite happy to walk away from it, but also preparing for the future. What about the Temperance in reverse? The spell casting. Yeah. Harnessing that power within, exuding your power and being strong, following a higher calling, religion, tradition, going by the books, Walked away to become aligned, yes. See, and you guys don't want to wait, but you're using your strength to follow what you're being guided to do. The spell casting and the Book of Shadows, they go hand in hand if we look at it on a literal sense. You can't cast a spell without the book, right? The Book of Spells is the Book of Shadows. And that may be causing that slight imbalance, but using your inner strength to follow what you're being guided or what you're being told or what's written, right? You had to walk away. Why? Eight of Air, because you need to align yourself. You needed to balance that energy from within. Move on to calm water, Six of Swords. Yes, take account to move away from turbulence, and I feel like things were shifting to rocky waters and things like that. So you had to take accounting, you had to take stock and see what was actually taking place. Knight of Swords. Yep, wanting to come rushing in to deliver the new beginning in love. Eight of Wands for the Ten of Cups. And heartbroken about it, wanting trying to look into the future. Scrying, looking ahead. Yep, Ten of Water, having each other's back. Fulfillment. Completion. Full circle. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Wanting balance, reciprocity, equal give and take internally, having a fresh start, new beginning, and patiently waiting for it to take place. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords with the Two of Cups, ending with that. Fearful. You guys feel like, and there's the God underneath, taking control of that. Taking control of the relationship. You guys are scared of the relationship. Mutually. The relationship isn't one of those things that we need to fear nor run away from. We have to take control, as the God underneath the deck suggests. It is to listen to one's heart, to listen to what brings happiness, prepare for the future, coming together, having each other's back, just having that energy of knowing I can keep going, knowing that I can balance things out, knowing that I've already prepared for the future and I can see what I'm making here. I have to be strong. I have to go by the rules and by the book here, but I have to walk away to align myself, to get a better understanding of what's taking place. So, I'm going to wait. Masculine, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So, that would go here. Things are happening over and over again, which is making him to wait, which is giving him pause. Three of Wands here. Things keep happening over and over again. Why? We have to take a look into that. We have Temperance in reverse as well. So let's take a look at some of that. You may feel ready, but things are complicated, masculine. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And then keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so that's a part of the reason why you both fear the connection, because it's not your normal relationship. It's not your normal connection. It's not. And once we get over that and stop trying to fashion things, ground ourselves feminine. That's what I'm getting here. Just ground yourself and don't try to follow what everybody else has or what everybody else is expecting, succumbing to peer pressure, following those norms. Pour into yourself. Definitely take care of yourself here. But let go of some of that control, that tight grip we have here with the Five of Wands. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmation, visualizations help bring you together. Then we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's why I said outwardly you may be inwardly we have that holding back emotions to avoid a tower. Things come crashing down. We gotta let that go, feminine. We gotta let it go. Stop expecting societal norms from relationships. Because what happened to everybody else may not happen to you. If you do what everybody else does, it's going to happen to you. Ground yourself and you don't have to worry about that. Masculine, don't rush. I'm getting a sense of urgency behind that. But we still have some healing to do and some balancing out. If Temperance was in the upright, I feel a lot better. That could be some red flags. You're ready, but you're still healing. So you're ready to take action, but then we're still at pause. We're still hesitant. Why are we still hesitant? Things are complicated, right? Things look beautiful, and then the closer you look, it gets a little bit more intricate, right? So this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Then we got occupation. You guys could have met at work, but it could be is what you're focused on to work on. Pay attention to the red flags. Marriage. The red flags could be he could be committed, married, or something like that, or we have these are stepping stones leading to marriage. Like, what are you exactly looking at for a marriage? What is a red flag for you for marriage, masculine? Pay attention to that before we rush in, because I do feel the need of some type of urgency, ready to go, but still waiting, that hesitancy. So why are we so hesitant? Why are we so hesitant? Let's pay attention to that. Getting to know each other. Yes, you both are mutually going through a change near completion. Keep an open mind. You keep an open mind, coughing, it's over. So, and a lot of that would be keeping an open mind, because whatever you went through in the past is over. It's transitioned on. It's done. It's over. To stay optimistic. Getting to stay optimistic. Calling in your soulmate. Message of concern. You may feel like you're never going to get it. Message of concern of the changes of what's going on. Passion. You may feel a lack of passion. Poverty. Yeah, more concern on the feminine part. I'm getting negativity, negative mindset. So we got to ground ourselves to become a little bit more positive. If we stand still and just, kind of gain some perspective, I think our viewpoints will change just a little bit. Feminine. Let's get some outgoing messages. My outgoing message typically at the end of every video lately has been keep a positive mindset. You're doing fine. We get bogged down and we start thinking negative and we withdraw our energy. We become, certain ways, looking at things. Bear with me one moment. Sorry about that. And I forgot where I was. I'm sorry. That was the school calling. Basically, just keep a positive mindset. When I close out the videos, I say, stay positive. Because things may look dark. Things may look a certain way and feel like we need to balance things out and things aren't aligned. So I have to do this and I have to control that and I have to fight this and that. No, we don't. Some things are just the way they are because they have to work out a certain way. Outgoing messages. Yep. That's what all of those feel like. So we got heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. Endurance will come with the King of Wands. Stability will come with the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Flexibility, growth, Queen of Pentacles all day. I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. And then that's those Knights of Pentacles. Trying to become grounded and healed, stable within their own right, and healed, and hoping and wishing and getting their wishes fulfilled, Go with the snake and empath narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used and enable boundaries. So at this point, yes, masculine may need to enable some boundaries. However, pay attention to the red flags within a marriage. That would be the empath narcissist paradigm, possibly being charmed or used. Pay attention to the red flags. It may need to be some boundaries set there, right? And then we have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. And that I believe I said that before, preparing for something, preparing for the future, with the mutual energy. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase. So the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, that could be a new phase, that could be expansion as well. Again, putting in that effort, that hard work, paying attention to details. Okay, that's preparation. That I've heard the Eight of Pentacles be quote unquote apprenticeship. So it's, preparing you for your professional level, right? Okay, mutual energy. Talking, interested in conversing more. Awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, hovering. The snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. Feel like there's a hesitation because of the fear. You have fear, disconnection, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. We got that here with the illuminating energy, clarifying the Page of Swords. Let's get outgoing for feminine. Yep, and yep. All right, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise, hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Yes, and yes. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Yes, we've established you're in separation, but yes, we know. Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. We already got healing heart here. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So again, we have coffee cup, meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. So there may be some conversations that need to take place, some opening up, being a little bit more lighthearted, and feminine. If you are still holding and withdrawing, we still need some healing and grounding going on. But that's pretty much all I have for you. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Keep a positive mindset. Bye. See you guys tomorrow.